Taxidermy tip of the day. Today we are going to be talking about squirrel toes. So a lot of people hate mounting squirrels. They're possibly not my favorite thing to do, but if you know how to skin and prepare them correctly, they're not too bad. But you've probably seen squirrel mounts before and the toes just look like they're mummified or skeleton toes. That's because those toes actually weren't even skinned out. There's probably just meat and bone down in those toes. And it is difficult to skin the toes out, so I get it. And it's an amateur mistake to leave the toes in, but today I'm going to show you how easy it is to skin toes out. I've got a black squirrel here, and I'm getting ready to skin the foot out. But I'm going to show you what we're going to be looking for. Now, if you have a nice fresh squirrel that's not freezer burned, you'll be able to actually invert the whole ankle and skin right down the foot quite easily. I use the word fresh squirrel. This squirrel has actually been whole in my freezer for an entire year. I'm trying to skin it today so I can get it mounted up for the client. Don't want them to have to wait much longer than a year on this. But yeah, so all that to say, this whole squirrel's been in for a year and it's not freezer burned. You just have to wrap them properly. Wrap them in several thick trash bags. So a lot of people think if they keep an animal in their freezer for much longer than a few weeks that it's going to freezer burn. That's definitely true if you don't have it bagged right. But if you wrap them up well, then you can keep them for quite a long time, which is good for folks to know because, you know, right now I'm full on mounts, but some people are wanting to save their mounts or save their animals for me for later. Put them in a thick trash bag, they will be just fine. If this little squirrel can survive a year in the freezer, something like a deer cape definitely can. So can you, if you can even tell what I'm doing here, this is like the back leg, the ankle, and then the foot. So we're right down here to the toes. This is their last digit right here, and this would be the toes down in here. So I feel like the mistake some people would make is just cut it right here. They would cut the bone right there, and that's going to leave all those toe bones down in there. So we're not going to do that. We're going to skin down to each little toe here. And so I work it a little bit with my scalpel. I hope you can actually see what I'm doing here. These scissors are kind of big, but you can use any scissors and kind of stick that in there. And I use those mini pliers to work that toe bone down. Now, you can see I have gotten it all the way down. I can feel the nail. It's right here. So now we've skinned down that whole toe, and I'm just going to snip it right before that toenail. So we'll do that to each one. I like to use these scissors because they're narrow. I can use them in applying or a plier motion. And I'm going to use my scalpel just a little bit right here to open up some tissue. I want to get as close as I can down to the nail without actually ripping that. This is close. Cut that. I feel like it might, there we go. Trying to keep this in focus for you. I'm going to go ahead and kind of loosen all three of these. It's easy to think you've gotten all the way down to the nail, and really you've just gotten down to that first digit, but there's still a little bit of bone in there. If you leave that, it's going to make it look skeleton-like. So make sure you get all the way down to the nail. You can actually kind of see the shape of it through the skin. It's hard to see from this video, but I can see it. So I know that I'm right there then. There we go. I've gotten past this first digit here. Snip that. And just one more to go. There we go. Now you see, look at all the little toes. Normally that would be, I say normally, quite often on an improperly prepared mount. Those would all be inside the mount. Who wants that meat and bone inside there? Now those are skinned out. And we got this nifty little inside out squirrel foot that I will tan the hide now. And when it's time to mount it, I will put clay and shove it down into the foot, and it'll feel each one of these toes, and you'll have a nice plump squirrel toe. And that is some details that, you know, go into a quality squirrel mount, and is why you can expect to pay more than you might expect for a squirrel, because there's a lot of detail that goes into doing them right. So I hope this helps. This is how you would process any small mammal foot, but squirrels in particular are easy to accidentally get those bones left inside the feet. So hope this helps everyone. Thanks for watching.